Imagine this. Someone insults you in front of everyone. They mock you, trying to get a reaction. Most people, they'd get angry, embarrassed, or try to defend themselves. But you just look at them, completely calm, completely unbothered. You smirk as if they are nothing, and in that moment, they lose. You win, because the strongest person in any situation is the one who doesn't react. Do you want to reach that level where no one, no insult, no situation can shake you? Then watch this video till the end, because I'm about to show you how to become untouchable. Like this video right now and comment, "I am unbreakable." Every time you react emotionally, you give away your power. Someone disrespects you and you get angry, you just gave them control. The Stoics knew this over 2,000 years ago. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Most people live their lives as puppets. They let others pull their strings, anger, jealousy, insecurity. But a true warrior, a Stoic warrior, controls himself. The moment you stop caring, you become dangerous. Indifference is power. When nothing disturbs your peace, you become unbreakable. If you're ready to master this mindset, comment, "I am untouchable," and keep watching, because in the next section, I'll reveal the one simple technique that will make you immune to any insult or provocation. They expect you to react. That's the game. They throw words at you, hoping to get under your skin. The moment you flinch, the moment you defend yourself, you lose. But what happens when you just stare? When you remain completely calm, as if their words don't even reach you? They panic. They don't know what to do, because people feed on your reactions. When you stop reacting, you take away their power. Today, I'll show you the one rule that makes you impossible to manipulate: the art of not reacting. If you master this, no one will ever be able to control you again. Like this video right now and comment, "I control everything." In every situation, there are two types of people: the ones who react and the ones who control. The weak man reacts. Someone insults him. He gets angry. Someone tests his patience. He lashes out. Every action he takes is controlled by others. But the strong man, he watches, he thinks, he chooses. Reaction is slavery. Control is power. Seneca, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, said, "A man is as unhappy as he has convinced himself he is." If you react, it's because you've decided to let something affect you. But if you decide not to care, if you remain still, calm, untouchable, you become a force no one can break. And here's the secret. Silence is the ultimate power move. When someone expects a reaction, but gets nothing, that's when they start doubting themselves. Want to truly own this mindset? Comment below, "I control everything," because in the next section, I'll show you how people use psychological tricks to control you and how to break free from them forever. You think you're in control, but what if I told you you're being manipulated every single day by friends, family, strangers, even people you don't know? And the worst part, you don't even realize it. Every insult, every guilt trip, every little mind game is designed to make you react. Because the moment you react, they win. They own you. But today, I'll expose their tricks. By the end of this section, you'll know exactly how people manipulate you, and more importantly, how to break free from it forever. Like this video right now and comment, "I see everything." Most people don't control their own emotions. Instead, they're controlled by 3 psychological traps. The guilt trap. People make you feel guilty for doing what's best for you. They say things like, "Wow, you've changed," or "I guess you don't care about me." This is a test. If you react, they control you. If you stay indifferent, they lose. The anger trap. Insults, disrespect, provocation. They want to see you snap, because when you do, you look weak. But the strong man, he stays calm, he stares, he smirks, He watches them squirm in their own frustration. The validation trap. People use praise and approval to manipulate you. They make you need their validation, so you become dependent on their opinions. The solution? Detach completely. Praise or hate, it doesn't matter. A true Stoic remains indifferent. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been." That's the key. No one can control you unless you allow them to. The moment you stop reacting, their power over you disappears. Comment below, "I see everything," to remind yourself that you're above their games. Because in the next section, I'll show you how to disarm any insult so that no one can ever get under your skin again. Most people believe that words have power, but here's the truth. Words are powerless until you react to them. Seneca, one of the greatest Stoics, said, "If you are easily offended, you are easily controlled." That's why the strongest men are immune to insults. They don't take the bait. Instead, they use one of these three strategies. The indifference response. This is the ultimate power move. When someone insults you, just stare at them. Say nothing. No reaction, no emotion. This makes them uncomfortable. They expected you to get angry, but you don't care. That's how you win. The agreement tactic. When someone insults you, agree with them. If they say, "You're dumb," say, "Yeah, maybe." If they say, "You're weak," say, "Could be." This confuses them. They lose the power they thought they had over you. The reverse insult. This is where you make fun of yourself even harder. If they call you ugly, say, "That's nothing, you should have seen me last year." If they say you're slow, say, "You have no idea. I'm basically a snail." This turns their insult into a joke, and suddenly they look foolish. The key to all of these tactics? Emotional control. If you stay calm, if you stay unshaken, you become unstoppable. Marcus Aurelius said, "The best revenge is to be unlike the person who wronged you." So the next time someone tries to insult you, don't react. Just watch them. Let them struggle with the silence. Because in that moment, you're the one in control. Comment below, "I am untouchable," to remind yourself that no one's words can break you. And in the next section, I'll show you the most powerful Stoic mindset of all, the death perspective. Once you understand this, nothing in life will ever bother you again. What if I told you that nothing truly matters? Not the insults, not the failures, not the opinions of others, because one day you and everyone you know will be gone. Everything you're stressed about, everything that bothers you, it will all disappear. Sounds dark, right? But the Stoics knew that true freedom comes from embracing this reality. When you stop fearing death, you stop fearing life. And when nothing scares you, you become unbreakable. Today, I'll show you how to use the death perspective to eliminate fear, stress, and anger, so that nothing and no one can ever control you again. Like this video right now and comment, "I fear nothing." The Stoics had a simple practice, memento mori, Latin for remember that you will die. At first it seems depressing, but think about it. If you truly understood that your time is limited, would you waste a single second being angry? Would you let the words of weak people bother you? Would you care about their opinions? Or would you rise above it all and live life on your own terms? Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think." In other words, if today was your last day on earth, how would you live? Would you let an insult ruin your mood? Would you waste time worrying about nonsense? Or would you stay calm, focused, and in control? Here's how the death perspective makes you unstoppable. Insults become meaningless. If you knew you had 1 month left to live, would you care what some random person said about you? Of course not. So why care now? Fear disappears. Most people are scared to take risks. They fear embarrassment, rejection, or failure. But the Stoic warrior knows that in the end, none of it matters. So he moves forward without hesitation. You gain true power. The man who embraces death has nothing to lose, and the man with nothing to lose is the most powerful person in any room. Comment below, I fear nothing, to remind yourself that you are above all fear. And in the next section, I'll show you the 5-second rule of Stoicism, a simple trick that instantly makes you immune to anger, stress, and frustration. Have you ever said something in anger and regretted it later? Have you ever reacted emotionally, only to realize you played right into someone's hands? Weak men react instantly. Strong men pause, think, and control the situation. There's a simple rule that can make you immune to anger, stress, and frustration. It's called the 5-second rule of Stoicism. And once you master it, no one will ever be able to make you lose control again. By the end of this section, you'll have a simple technique that will turn you into an unshakable force. Like this video right now and comment, I control my mind. The Stoics believed that your first reaction is always emotional, but your second reaction is rational. So when something happens, when someone insults you, tests your patience, or tries to manipulate you, you must do one thing. Pause for 5 seconds. That's it. No immediate reaction, no quick response, no emotional outburst, just 5 seconds of silence. Why does this work? Because those 5 seconds break the automatic cycle of emotional reaction. Epictetus, a famous Stoic philosopher, said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Here's how. The 5-second rule makes you untouchable. It stops emotional reactions. When you pause, you don't react on impulse. You regain control of your emotions, which means no one can manipulate you. It makes others uncomfortable. Most people expect an immediate response. When you stay silent, when you just stare at them, they become uneasy. They lose their power over you. It gives you the upper hand. After 5 seconds, you can decide the best way to respond. Whether it's silence, a calm reply, or walking away, you choose, not your emotions. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Most men are slaves to their emotions, but a Stoic warrior, a man of power, pauses, thinks, and controls the situation. Comment below, I control my mind, to remind yourself that you are always in control. And in the next section, I'll show you a mindset shift that will make you completely immune to other people's opinions. The NPC theory. Once you understand this, you will never care what anyone thinks ever again. Have you ever held back because you were afraid of what people might think? Have you ever let an insult, a rude comment, or someone's opinion affect your emotions? What if I told you that none of it matters? That most people don't even think for themselves? That they're just repeating what society, the media, or their emotions tell them? Most people are NPCs, non-playable characters, background noise. They react without thinking. They follow without questioning. And the moment you realize this, you unlock a new level of mental freedom. By the end of this section, you will no longer care about anyone's opinion, because you'll see people for what they really are. Like this video right now and comment, I follow no one. Stoics taught that we suffer more in our minds than in reality. Most of our stress comes from worrying about what others think. But here's the truth. Most people aren't thinking at all. Look around. People live on autopilot. They wake up, scroll their phones, follow trends, believe whatever they're told, and react emotionally to everything. They don't question. They don't reflect. They just exist. Epictetus said, if someone tells you that a certain person speaks ill of you, do not make excuses, but simply say, he does not know my other faults, else he would not have mentioned only these. In other words, if someone insults you, laugh. They don't know you. They're just running their NPC script. Here's how the NPC theory makes you untouchable. You stop seeking approval. When you realize most people aren't thinking deeply, their opinions lose all value. Why care what an NPC thinks? You become immune to insults. If an NPC insults you, it's like a video game character yelling random dialogue. Would you take it personally? No. You'd ignore it and move on. You gain ultimate freedom. Most people are afraid to stand out, afraid to be different. But the moment you stop caring about NPC opinions, you become truly powerful. You do what you want, say what you want, and live how you want, without fear. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own. Why waste a single second caring about people who don't think for themselves? Why let an NPC's opinion affect your emotions?" Comment below, "I follow no one," to remind yourself that you think for yourself and no one controls you. And in the next section, I'll show you something even more powerful: how to make people fear your calmness. Because once they realize they can't shake you, they start fearing your presence. Have you ever noticed how the loudest person in the room is usually the weakest? The one who gets angry the fastest is the easiest to manipulate. Now think about the opposite. Think about a man who stays calm. Always. A man who never flinches, never reacts, never loses control. People don't know what to do with that. It unsettles them. It makes them afraid. Because deep down, they know the calmest person is the most dangerous one. By the end of this section, you'll understand why staying calm makes you intimidating, powerful, and respected. Like this video right now and comment, "My silence is my strength." Most people think power comes from aggression, from being loud, from proving yourself. But true power is the opposite. True power is silence. The most feared warriors in history, samurai, Spartans, Stoics, had one thing in common: unshakable calm. They spoke little. They reacted even less. And because of that, people feared them. Seneca once said, "The strongest man is he who is not moved by anything." Here's why your calmness makes people fear you. It confuses them. People expect reactions. They insult you. They expect anger. They challenge you. They expect aggression. But when you stay calm, when you simply stare, it makes them uncomfortable. They don't know what to do. It makes you look more powerful. The man who controls his emotions controls the situation. If you never react, if you never break, people will start seeing you as someone above them, someone they can't shake, someone in total control. It forces others to respect you. Weak men beg for respect. Strong men demand it, without saying a word. When you're calm under pressure, when you don't flinch in the face of insults, people have no choice but to respect you. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The nearer a man comes to a calm mind, the closer he is to strength." You don't need to be loud. You don't need to prove yourself. You don't need to fight for attention. Just stay calm. Let them talk. Let them try to provoke you. Because when they see that nothing works, that's when they truly fear you. Comment below, "My silence is my strength," to remind yourself that true power comes from control, not reaction. And in the next section, I'll reveal something even more powerful: the art of walking away. Because the greatest power move isn't fighting back. It's refusing to engage at all. You want to know the most powerful move you can ever make? The move that instantly destroys egos, shatters weak minds, and puts you in complete control. It's not arguing. It's not proving yourself. It's not even winning the fight. It's walking away. Because the truth is, a king never argues with a fool. And when you learn to walk away, to detach, to refuse to engage in nonsense, you become untouchable. By the end of this section, you'll understand why walking away is the ultimate power move, and why it will make people chase you, fear you, and respect you more than anything else. Like this video right now and comment, "I walk away from weakness." Most men let their ego control them. Someone insults them, they argue. Someone disrespects them, they react. Someone challenges them, They feel the need to prove themselves. But real power comes from indifference, from knowing you don't need to prove anything to anyone. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." Think about it. What happens when you walk away from a conflict? You instantly win. If someone tries to get a reaction from you and you simply leave, they're left looking foolish. They wanted a battle and you denied them the fight. You show that you're above it. Only weak men argue over small things. The strong man sees the bigger picture. He knows his time, energy, and focus are worth more than pointless drama. You make people chase you. When you walk away from negativity, from arguments, from pointless debates, people notice. They wonder why you're different. They wonder why you don't react like everyone else. And suddenly, they start respecting you more. Seneca once said, "He who does not value his time will be the first to complain about how little of it he has." Walking away is not weakness. It's dominance. It's knowing that nothing and no one deserves your energy unless you decide they do. Comment below, "I walk away from weakness," to remind yourself that you do not engage in anything beneath you. If you've made it this far, you're already different from the rest. Most people are too weak to control their emotions, too desperate for validation, too afraid to walk away. But you're on the path to becoming a Stoic warrior. And this is just the beginning. If you want to become truly unshakable, if you want to learn how to master your emotions, dominate any situation, and command respect without saying a word, watch the rest of my videos. Hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a lesson. Because this is not just a channel. This is a movement, and those who master Stoicism